My 8-year-old daughter came home from her cousin's sleepover with a swollen lip and dried tears on her cheeks, clutching her sleeping bag like a shield. When I asked what happened, she whispered, "Aunt Renata said the kids whose parents don't own their houses had to sleep in the basement, and I tripped down the stairs in the dark. I felt my chest go cold." "You slept in the basement? Where was your uncle?" She explained that Aunt Renata had split the 8 girls into 2 groups the moment they arrived. The upstairs girls, whose families she called our kind of people, and the downstairs girls, whose families she called the borrowers. The downstairs girls, my daughter Lior included, weren't allowed on the new white carpet, couldn't touch the snack table, and were told to change into their pajamas in the laundry room. When Lior asked to use the upstairs bathroom because the basement one had a broken light, Renata told her the guest bathroom was for the real guests, and pointed her back down the stairs. That's when she tripped and hit her mouth on the railing. Renata heard her cry, came halfway down, told her to stop making a scene, and went back to the party. The upstairs girls got manicures, a chocolate fountain, and matching silk sleep masks as party favors. The downstairs girls got a bowl of pretzels and a stack of old beach towels to sleep on. My daughter had been counting down to the sleepover for a month. She'd made her cousin Mireya a friendship bracelet and wrapped it in tissue paper. I stayed calm and asked for every detail. Renata had apparently told the downstairs girls at midnight that if they needed anything, they should text their moms, not bother a hostess. One girl who had asthma was told she could sit on the stairs, but not on the couch because her inhaler might leak on the fabric. I called 2 of the other moms. Both were shaking with rage. Their daughters had come home with the same story. One mom told me Renata had posted on her neighborhood group the week before, bragging that she was teaching the girls that not every family gets the same seat at the table. That's when I understood this wasn't a bad night. It was a lesson plan. I called Renata directly. I kept my voice level. "Hi, it's Lior's mom. I wanted to ask what happened last night." She got defensive immediately. "If this is about the lip, she needs to watch her step. You sent an 8-year-old down a dark staircase because you decided she wasn't good enough for the guest bathroom. Look, I don't apologize for how I run my home. Some of these families have no business being in the same room as mine. The girls need to learn that early. So you humiliated my daughter because we rent?" She actually laughed. "I'm doing them a favor. It's kinder to teach them now than let them get their hopes up later." That's when I knew there was no reasoning with her. I hung up and called my husband, who was already grabbing his keys, but I had a better idea. I spent the afternoon on the phone with every mother from Mireya's class and from our extended family group. Word moved fast. 2 other cousins had been through this. One had been made to eat Thanksgiving dinner on a folding chair in the hallway because her dad had lost his job that year. Another had been told at a pool party she couldn't swim in the deep end because her family didn't summer anywhere. By Sunday night, I had a plan. Lior's birthday was 3 weeks away. I told her we were throwing the biggest sleepover our neighborhood had ever seen. We invited every girl from her class, both sets of cousins, and all 4 of Mireya's best friends. 22 girls. Everyone except Mireya. I rented a popcorn machine, hired a woman to do glitter tattoos, and set up sleeping bags in every room of the house, matching silk sleep masks for every single girl. A real chocolate fountain. The night of the party, the house was pure chaos. Screaming laughter, glitter on the ceiling fans, someone's retainer lost in the couch. Around 9 p.m., my phone rang. It was Renata. "Hi, Mireya is really upset. She says every girl in her class is at your house, and every one of her cousins too. She's the only one who wasn't invited. All her friends are there. Could you please let her come? I can drop her off in 15 minutes. I could hear Mireya sobbing in the background. I let the silence sit for a second. "I'm sorry," I said, "but my house is for our kind of people only. Mireya just isn't really part of our group," and I hung up. Lior's lip healed in about a week. She still wears the silk sleep mask to bed. Renata got quietly dropped from the family holiday text chain, and the last 2 birthday parties she threw for Mireya had more empty chairs than full ones.